Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michael Carbone. I'm a business and immigration attorney in Staten Island, New York. Today, I want to talk about failing to register for Selective Service between the ages of 18 and 26 years old and how that affects your ability to naturalize and become a US citizen. Now, before I dive into this topic, if you have any questions, please drop a comment below. Otherwise, if you want to set up a legal consultation, visit us at carboneattorneys.com. We have a button in the top right corner of our website. Click it, fill it out, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So the Selective Service registration, why am I talking about this? So one of the major reasons that naturalization applications get denied is based on good moral character grounds. Now, I've done a bunch of videos in the past about good moral character, and this doesn't mean you have to be perfect. You don't have to be better than a US citizen in order to naturalize. You just have to be someone who possesses the form of character that someone else in your community would possess. So where do you usually get snagged on good moral character? Most commonly is criminal records. So if you have a criminal background, if you have convictions on your record, that's probably one of the number one reasons that N-400 naturalization applications get denied. However, there are less serious instances that do result in a denial of your naturalization application on good moral character grounds. That brings us to the topic of this video. So Selective Service registration is very important if you were assigned as male at birth. So whether you're a US citizen, a legal permanent resident, or you don't have status at all, if you are living in the United States between 18 and 26, you must register with Selective Service. So what is Selective Service? So this is an independent government agency that manages all the registrations for the purposes of the draft. So if you've ever heard of the military draft, these are situations of national emergency, and the government, the US government, will require civilians to join and fight in whatever national emergency is occurring at the moment. So if you are between the ages of 18 and 26 years old and you were assigned as male at birth, it's very important that you register for Selective Service. So why is Selective Service important in the context of naturalization? Well, the government likes to look to you and say, are you willing to fight for the United States? If you've registered for Selective Service and you were required to do so, that's a check. That's a checkbox. The government says, great, fantastic. You're willing to fight for the United States in the time of war. We're willing to consider you for naturalization. So the way that this component of the naturalization process would typically come up is you are an individual who's now past the age of 26, but under the age of 31 years old, and you're applying for naturalization and you did not register for Selective Service. Obviously, as I've said, it's between 18 and 26. You're over 26, it's too late. You can't register anymore. So what the government will do is they'll look to see if you willfully, knowingly, and purposefully fail to register for Selective Service. So this may or may not be an automatic denial in your situation, but you must submit evidence showing that your failure to register was not willful, purposeful, or knowing. It is not acceptable to know that you need to register and you choose not to register. That is a big problem in the eyes of the US government. Now, if you are 31 years or older, this really shouldn't be an issue. You may need to explain yourself in your application packet. However, most often than not, when you're over the age of 31 at the time that you are naturalizing, the government will not use failure to register for Selective Service as a reason to deny the application on good moral character grounds. Registering for Selective Service between the ages of 18 and 26, if you were assigned male at birth, is very important if you are looking towards naturalizing and becoming a US citizen. So if you're still between those ages now, register. If you have not registered, register now. If you're over, your case may be more difficult, although not necessarily impossible. However, it's important to provide that documentation showing that your failure to register was not willful. So that's it. That's the video. If you like this video and you want to see more, please like, subscribe, and I'll keep making them.